Hello students, and welcome to the CompTIA A+ 1201 exam course brought to you by Third Level Technology. I am your instructor, Jim Herbie. In this episode, we're going to begin Module 1 in the 1201 exam objectives. Module 1 covers mobile devices. In this lecture, we will discuss Section 1.1 in the objectives. Our topic is laptop and smartphone hardware. Let's begin. The first hardware component we will discuss are device batteries. Your device batteries are the component that provides a power source for your laptop computers and smartphones when not connected to a power charger wall outlet. In your laptop computers, there are two common battery types, lithium-ion and lithium polymer. Lithium-ion is still by far the most popular battery type as far as market share, but lithium polymer are becoming more popular as well. Over time, the battery life will degrade. One way that we can help to preserve our battery is to do a process called calibration. Calibration is when the laptop's battery or the smartphone's battery will drain all the way to zero. And then we will use that 0% threshold as the marker to then replace the battery to full life. And then that will give us a good indication about what is the true power charge that is available now in our device battery. Many of your device batteries for laptops are modular. That means you can remove and replace the battery without having to affect any of the other components or take off the entire casing. The image in the slide is a good example. With your smartphones, it's going to be either a removable battery or an integrated battery. Many of your newer devices have switched to integrated batteries where the battery is inside of the device itself. And in order to access it, you have to remove the outer casing. Our next hardware component is a keyboard. Your keyboard is the way that you can produce typed input into a laptop computer. On a smartphone, your keyboard is going to be a part of the interface screen. But on a laptop, you will have a separate part of the device that is designated for your keyboard area. Your keyboards are very compact. Because we have a smaller form factor size on a laptop versus a desktop, we have to condense and combine all the different key inputs. If you'll notice on many of your laptop keyboards, you have function keys. Your function keys are those that allow you to have 2 or 3 different types of input that one key can generate. But you may have to use a secondary key such as Shift or Control and hold that key down in order to access the special function of each key. Your individual keys on the keyboard can be removed individually using very small plier-like tools. If we have any type of moisture or spills on our keyboard, that can also cause keys to stick or to stop working altogether. Your laptop keyboards will also have integrated touchpads, square or rectangular shaped interfaces on the bottom of the laptop screen that serve the same functionality as a mouse. This allows us to use our fingers to move across the screen as well as to provide tactile or touch input. Our next hardware component is RAM, Random Access Memory. RAM is temporary storage. It's what we call volatile memory. Volatile means that we need a power source for it to work. If we turn our computer and power it off, all of the data that's stored in our RAM memory will disappear as well. Our RAM comes in a form factor called SODIMM. This stands for Small Outline Dual Inline Memory Module. And SODIMM is the form factor for memory that we use in our laptops. They come in the form factor of memory sticks, and depending on the type of computer, we'll have different form factors for how the different slots and keys are formatted on the memory stick. We can upgrade our memory using the expansion slots in our device. And if we have any type of damage to a memory stick, we can easily replace it with the same model. Our next hardware component is a hard disk drive, HDD. Your hard disk drives are your traditional storage that use spinning disks that we call platters that allow us to read and write data. Within a hard disk drive, you will not only have your spinning platter disks, but also a component called an actuator arm. An actuator arm works similar to the spindle on a vinyl record player that will move along the different disks to locate the data location that the user is trying to retrieve. Your hard disk drive have many moving parts. If we have any type of malfunction or damage to a specific part, we may need to replace the entire drive depending on the type of damage. Your hard disk drives are upgradable and easily replaceable, and the most common form factors are 2.5 inch and 3.5 inch. Another storage component type is solid state drives, or SSDs. SSDs are different from hard disk drives because they have no moving parts. This allows our solid state drives to be very quiet, having faster data access through a technology called flash memory. In hard disk drives, we use a actuator arm to locate data on a specific disk. With flash memory, we can retrieve data more quickly because we don't have to go through the time of location on a specific disk. With solid state drives, we have multiple form factors. The three most common are SATA, M.2, and NVMe. The image on the slide shows you the size differences between a SATA, which is the larger, and an M.2, which is the smaller. Our next hardware component is a wireless card. A wireless card is a component that allows a laptop computer to connect to a wireless Wi-Fi network. Your wireless cards are located inside of the computer device and have connectivity options for Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, NFC. We use our wireless cards not only for data transfer, but also for authentication. Within your wireless cards, your two most common form factors are Mini PCIe and M.2. Our next component is biometrics. Biometrics is any time we use the physical traits of our human body to provide authentication. This can be a fingerprint, an eye scan, a voice print, any type of authentication that uses a physical characteristic of your body is considered biometrics. Facial recognition is a common way to authenticate to a laptop device and a smartphone. We now have the capability to do eye scans on both device types as well. We can manage all of the biometric settings through our operating system to enable or disable them as needed. Our next component is a near field scanner. This is related to NFC, near field communication. NFC, near field communication, is a technology that allows short-range wireless data transfer and communication between multiple devices. The most common use case you will see NFC in your day-to-day life is for contactless mobile payments. If you go to a store and see anyone using Apple Pay or Google Pay, and they use their phone to tap on the point of sale terminal, that's a near field scanner, an NFC. We use NFC not only for data transfer and mobile payments, but also for secure logins. Some of our modern laptops now have built-in NFC readers that allow us to communicate and authenticate using a smartphone device. Smartphones and laptops can integrate NFC technology. That means we can use built-in NFC readers in both devices to authenticate with each other as well as for data transfer. Our next component is a Wi-Fi antenna. A Wi-Fi antenna is the component in your laptop that allows us to transmit and receive wireless signals. Your Wi-Fi antenna will connect to the wireless card. And typically the cable for your Wi-Fi antenna will wrap around the top of your display. The reason we do that manner is because we want our Wi-Fi antenna to be at the highest location of the laptop while it is being used, and that will be at the top of your laptop display. If we have a Wi-Fi antenna that is damaged, exhibit itself with a weak or frequently dropped wireless signals from our network. Our next component is a webcam. A webcam is a device that allows us to record video. Your webcams can be integrated in your computers or a separate component that we can attach to the top of the display screen. Webcams can be used for applications such as video conferencing, as well as for authentication measures such as facial recognition and biometrics. Your standard webcam resolution is 720 pixels. Anything above that will be considered higher definition or high def. We can access all of our webcam settings in our operating system, and we can enable or disable them as needed. Our final hardware component is a microphone. A microphone is a component that allows us to do voice or audio input to the device. Microphones are built in most of your laptops and smartphones, but we can also connect external microphones. These come in several different interfaces, including USB connection, wireless Bluetooth, or an older analog TRS, tip ring sleeve. Microphones also include noise canceling features that allow for better clarity of your sound in your recording when doing podcasts, lessons, or other types of video output. That will conclude our discussion of Section 1.1, Laptop and Smartphone Hardware. In our next episode, we will move on to Section 1.2 in the 1201 exam objectives and discuss mobile device connectivity. We thank you for following along in the episodes in the course and wish you best of luck in your studies. Enjoy the rest of your day.